get ready with me to go to the gym, and I'm back on my book review. But this was the last book that I read, The Alchemist, so I'll talk about a few things that I learned from it while I do my skincare. This is my updated skincare routine. So I read The Alchemist before, years ago, and when I read it, I don't know what I was going through at that time. It just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't leave that big of an impact on me, the way people talk about it and they're like, oh my god, The Alchemist like changed my life and whatnot. But I didn't really get that from it, and I read it the second time and it was really good. One of the biggest things that I've learned from it was that, you know, whatever you're chasing, you already have inside. And you know, sometimes the things that we're looking for is already where we are. Like, next and also, if you have a dream, nobody's gonna go after that dream for you. Like, you have to take action and do it. Personally, in my life, I don't want to have regrets, especially when I'm older. So I want to make sure that take every opportunity to live my life the way that I want to live. I don't want to grow old and be miserable and regret stuff in my life. So in The Alchemist, I don't remember the name of the main character, but he pretty much wanted to see the world, and he had this dream, and he, you know, went along the way. You know, what he was anticipating didn't really pan out the way that he expected. But that too, you know, sometimes when you're living your life, life is not gonna go the way that you expect. And if you give up, what's the payoff of giving up? You know, if you give up, you're still gonna go back to the same thing. Give up, and sometimes knowing too much what lies ahead is not really a good thing. I'm rushing because I'm trying to go I have to be back at a certain time. My stepdad has an appointment, but this is the final step, and I'm gonna do my eyebrows. But sometimes we're rushing to get to the end, but it's in the journey that we learn the most. We're being prepared. And if you don't know where you're going, where are you going? You have to first know what you want and go after it, you know, because each of us have different desires. And one of the things too that I learned was that our desires, they're clues. They're like context clues for us. Hey, you need to work towards this, you know. And our feelings are clues, and if you don't get to know yourself and understand why you feel, you know, for example, why you're angry that certain things are happening, or why are you jealous of such and such, sometimes that is because that's the thing that you should be doing or you want to do, but because you're not doing it, you know, why are you sad, why are you depressed, you know, in your job? Because that may have been a training ground for you, and it's your time to leave. And because you're not leaving, it's like your soul is calling out to you. So yeah, I feel like it's a good book if you want to, you know, get little inspiration to get back to yourself and find out like what you wanted to do, especially if you feel stuck and like you feel like this is it. Because I remember one time when, you know, I was like married and stuff, like a few years ago, I called my mom because I feel like I was dying, you know, because I wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was living in purpose, and I just felt like this wasn't what I dreamed about as a child. And I called my mom and I asked her, I was like, you know, when you were at such and such age, that was the age I was at the time, and I asked her, I was like, you know, is this how you felt? And she was like, hell no, she was living it up. And then I was like, you know, yeah, this may be a hint for me to do what it is that I have to do and let go of what was no longer serving me. So yeah, the Alchemist is, you know, figuring out that everything that you're wanting, you know what to do. It's just some time to reawaken that fire and take step and go after your dream. And sometimes going after your dream will lead you, you know, into opportunities that you didn't think, or life might unfold ways in which like you didn't think it would. But it doesn't mean that that's not the way it's supposed to go. It just is leading and it's unfolding and it's happening for you. And if you believe that life is working out for you, it will work out for you, because a man is who he believeth himself to be. So whatever you believe, that is gonna manifest and unfold in front of you. So if you know this, why not believe the best things are gonna happen for you? Why not go after your dream instead of doubting and thinking, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does though? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was it. And I'm currently reading the Neville Goddard collection, and that book is completely changing my life and perspective. Yeah, but this is the final look, and now I'm off today. My knee is, I don't know what's going on with it, but I want to do legs, so I'm gonna do like a knee friendly workout. Bye bye.